Many people say they don't understand the sacrificial system. How could God need sacrifices? Would mean God's hungry and God created the animals. How could God need the animals? And they say it as if it's a modern idea. I say, interesting you should say that. Go look at Psalm 50. Psalm 50 says exactly the same thing. Sacrifices are stupid. How could the God of the universe who creates them need them? So God says, I don't need your sacrifices. I don't need your bulls. I don't need your sheep. I put them on the hills. If I need them, I'd take them. I don't need you for that. So when people say, I don't believe in the sacrificial system, I said, neither does the Bible. Just go to Psalm 50. Go to Isaiah chapter 1, where God says, I'm sick of your sacrifices. I hate your sacrifices because you mix holy sacrifice with mendacity, with your lying. I want a straight heart. I want a life of truth. I want justice. It's all over the Bible. So I think what you have is in periods in which these Psalms were written, when the book of Jeremiah was written, Isaiah was written, you already had a sense that the old religion is over. We moved into a deeper, what I'll call a spiritual sense of Judaism, where the sacrificial system is on its way out, and people understand, maybe 1,000 years ago we thought that's what God wanted. We know it's not true now. So circumcision of the flesh, while still extant as a ritual, the focus becomes circumcision of the heart. And what do we mean by circumcision of the heart? Circumcision of the heart means removing the barriers away from us that stop us from having this experience of the divine. Then if you look at the Hasidic commentaries on Abraham, take us back to Abraham now. The call of Abraham in Genesis 12, chapter 1, what are the two words that God says to Abraham? Lech lecha. Now, lech lecha can be lech, which means go, and lecha can mean emphasis, go, get going. But literally speaking, what does lech lecha mean? Lech means go. What does lecha mean? To yourself. Literally, lech lecha means go into yourself. Now, nobody translates it that way, because they say, it must be an idiom. Lech lecha, get yourself going. But the Hasidic tradition takes it utterly literally. When God says lech lecha, it's not going anywhere. Lech lecha, not lech lesham. It doesn't say go there. It doesn't say lech leharan, go to Haran. It doesn't say lech lepadan, it doesn't say go to Padan. It doesn't say lech leCanaan, it doesn't say go to Canaan. It says lech lecha. So the Hasidic tradition says, let's read it what it says. It says go inside yourself. That's the hardest journey that people try to take. How many people can truly go within? You start to go within, you hit resistance, you don't want to see the truth, it's hard, your mind wanders. It's so much easier to go out and solve other people, to deal with the world out there. Break other people down into problems, focus on them. That's the trick of the Yetzer Hara. Don't focus on yourself, focus on those people. You start going down deep into yourself and stripping away those barriers. There's true work to be done. If nothing else, the work of connecting ourselves with the divine, and very likely for each of us, the work of virtue. But that's hard work. So the Hasidim say that's the real work. Lech lecha, that's the real work. So from the Hasidic tradition, Abraham is the archetype of the man who heard God saying, go deep into yourself. Remove all those barriers, that's circumcision of the heart, remove all those barriers, and you be the person who can establish communion with the divine and live a life of virtue. That's what I want you to be doing.